I was just hurt at the end. I was really hurt. I was really like personally hurt because
Same.
we've been, all the sleepless nights, all the 2-hour travels, all the 3-hour sleeps, the international flights in the back, me and you to India. Remember? Me and you flew 14 hours to India in the back of the, literally.
We were literally the back of the plane.
Yeah. We always took it as champs, right? We did everything. And after I had my shoulder surgery, I heard about, Hunter, he's got all his boys and they're texting every day and they're best friends. And after my shoulder surgery, after I give up my life for this freaking company, like not even one person reached out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not Vince, not Hunter, not Carano. Nobody was man enough to be like, hey, bud, are you okay? Do you need anything? I know you're in the hospital. You're by yourself because your wife is at freaking work.
Yeah.
I'm there laying by myself in the hospital and nobody cares, man.
No.
It's nobody. And then at the same time, like, what am I doing? Like, why am I giving everything I have? And I understand it's my dream, but gosh darn, man. Yeah. Thank God I did good enough with my investments. I don't need to work there at all. My wife is happy. Good for her.
Yeah.
I am done. I am done.
Are you done? Wait, so when you said that the other day, when you said you were done with wrestling, are you done with wrestling or are you just taking a break right now?
I'm just hurt, man. I
know. I think you got it. And everyone, like because I was hurt when I left, and physically too. That was my main thing. But like mentally, was just destroyed on a lot of things. I think for guys and I see you enjoying life right now. I think you need to just enjoy life for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, I think when the world resumes back to normal, I think you're gonna be hungry to get back. And here's the other thing with wrestling, Miro. Vince has whored out everybody in that 5 days a week and made everyone think that's what wrestling is supposed to be. It's not. And I look at what AEW is doing, and they do 1 day a week, and the guys there, and granted, they're a new company, and nothing's perfect. Right. But I think, in my opinion, and I truly hope this, I hope you go to AEW. I want to go to AEW eventually when after these next stem cells, because I'm not saying right away, but I look at it as the future of making wrestling better for now and for the future, and not to say they're going to do everything right, but I think, and from what I know and the people I've talked to there, it's night and day from people that have been in WWE and are over there in the atmosphere and how they actually treat people. And I think that's the one thing with WWE. We all look up to Vince and Hunter because we grew up watching them. Fuck, Hunter was my favorite wrestler as a kid. It's the reason why I started working out the way I did. There was nothing more that hurt me worse than him lying to my face on things and me going, my childhood was a fraud of this guy that I looked up to. That's not an easy pill to swallow. So I think it's just a matter of give yourself time. I think because I truly believe you're so young still. I honestly believe you're gonna be a main event guy for the rest of your career when you go back, wherever you go.
You're too nice.
No,
I think too nice.
I've worked with you in enough places, me and you on live events, and as you as a heel and me as a baby, we weren't supposed to be the best match on the card in the main event, outdoing the main event of fucking KO and Ambrose every night. I remember.
Well, that's because you wanted to do a million things.
Probably that too.
That was just me following you. That's all. Just like your dive. Oh, I want to do this corkscrew dive. I did it back in OVW. All right, big guy, whatever you want. Are you sure? Yeah. And then you're going asking Brody how to do it, like in between sets. Come on, man.
Corkscrew plunge. Well, hold on. Did I not hit it, and were you not okay?
And what did they say to you after?
They yelled at me and said, I am never to ever fucking do that ever again. Headset off, fire in his eyes. And I go, did you hear the people? You and Seth were always my two favorite people to work, and I tell people, but the reason why is because you were so open to doing whatever. You would let me have to do whatever. I was like, yeah, I love this. We would go out and have, fantastic matches. I thought and I go by the crowd. That's all I cared about, and I was
so blessed to this day. I pray, and I'm so thankful that I got to work with John Cena, who taught me every single thing and taught me about the crowd and timing. And it's just like unbelievable experience, man. And you can tell like people who work with him, their timing versus the people who never work with him. And it's just such a different thing. I'm just so blessed working with him. And even to this day, every day of my life, I will give thanks to John Cena for teaching me how to wrestle.
You know,
because
what?
I did train at Knox Pro, right? Rikishi, Gangrel, and Black Belt, great trainers. Then we go to the PC and NXT and all that, which is again great trainers, but it's not like you're training in battle. It's still practice.
Yeah.
But when you go out there and John says, "I'll see you in the ring," what's your 4 moves?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see you in the ring. And then you go out there and you put a 30-minute match in front of 10,000 people with nothing going on. Then you learn, because all you got to do is just listen to the people and listen to John and understand why is he saying these things, and then go and revisit with him after so he can explain to you. And that's how simple it is.
Yeah.
But then I'll see people backstage going, "John, can you watch my match? I really want to do something interesting." And John, of course, he's there every match anyways in the front monitor, watches. And then they go back. "What do you think?" He'll tell them, "Why don't you try this?" And the next day, they won't try anything.
You know, that you bring up a good thing, because I talked about John, and I've always said, and I put John over professionally all day long. I learned the same of being in the ring with him and listening to the crowd, because he forces you, and that's how he learned through whoever, of getting the most out of what you do and getting the people to act and react and to digest things, and that you don't have to do a million things to get the loudest reaction. And it's true, you can only get that from working with John. Did you have a good relationship with him? Because I did at one point, and then once things with me and him got competitive, I feel like from a financial standpoint of it, it changed. And I've talked about it, and it is what it is. And I don't hold anything, it's business. But like, did you have a good relationship with him?
Awesome.
Just off the book, like in the back, because
Great relationship. I never had a bad experience with John. John taught me about cars as well, because I love cars, and he taught me about cars, and I got a Maserati because he recommended it was a fantastic car. I've been to his house for dinner, even I think it was like a christening before we started working a program. He invited me to his house to kind of see who I am, and we hung out, and it was fun, man. Every time I hung out with John, he's an amazing dude, and he works out really hard, and he's always open for advice. He will never shove you on the side. He will never do any of that. He texted me the other day that I look great, and because we still text to this day. So John, I think we have a great relationship, and I always wanted him kind of to be my mentor, and I always talk to him, because who else knows better, than John Cena, the guy who's probably the greatest superstar of all time after Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, no. There's the dirt sheet headline. Rusev says Cena can't hold a candle to Hogan.
I can see it. I can already see it. I already called him out.
Ryback shoots on Cena again. Thank you guys very much for watching this clip, and to watch full episodes of the Shooting Blanks Wrestling Report and conversation with the big guy Ryback, subscribe to patreon.com/Ryback for exclusive videos of both shows. And always remember, feed me more.